Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. For the final video of the month, we are looking at yet more Jurassic World figures, and we are looking at the latest wave of the Jurassic World Survival Frenzy Pack figures. So we have the Spectrovenator, pretty cool. We have the Velociraptor, and we also have the Ferrodraco, the new pterosaur. Now the Plesiosaurus, if I turn the box around, the Plesiosaurus is also part of this wave, but that is purely just a repackage from the previous wave. So I didn't bother buying that one again because it's exactly the same figure as last time. It's not even repainted, it's not even repackaged, it's just re-released as part of this second wave of them. So, like I said, didn't bother doing that. I did review the Plesiosaurus earlier this month as part of its original wave. So, you know, if you want to see my review of the Plesiosaurus, go back and watch that. It's a few videos ago. But, yeah, let's head on over to the review table and crack these guys out of their cages. Okay, here we are. Here are the figures, and I am going to start with the Velociraptor today because this is a figure that we've sort of already had. So here is our Velociraptor. This is the rebirth Velociraptor that was like that's kind of like competing with Pianosaurus from Poppy Playtime for Mr. 8 seconds of screen time. But anyway, we've got the survival logo, we've got the rejigged rebirth logo, Frenzy Pack Velociraptor, and then lots of words on the back of the packaging, along with all of the ones from the wave. As I have said in the introduction, I have already taken a look at the Plesiosaurus because that was in the previous wave, but in case you missed it, here it is. There it goes. So let's open the raptor. I can't snip. I just want to snip. There we go. Give. Oh, does the foot need snipping? The foot needs snips. There we go. Snip. I've just got a pile of boxes down on the floor right now. Right, here is the raptor. Can I get him to stand up? Yes, I can. So here is the raptor. I honestly love the rebirth raptors, and I'm so disappointed that they only got like 8 seconds of screen time. But I love them because they remind me so much of the Jurassic Park 3 raptors. And I'm pretty sure they're meant to be like a rendition of the Jurassic Park 3 raptors with the quills and like the ridges on the face. They're definitely like some form of Jurassic Park 3 raptor. And they're just so cool. Jurassic Park 3 was the first Jurassic film that I saw in the cinemas, so I have a soft spot for it. I know it's not the best one. Also, it's the one with the shortest runtime. But one of the shortest runtimes. I think Rebirth was a short one as well. I know Jurassic Park 3 and both Rebirth have a lot of shtick, but JP3 and therefore Rebirth have some of the coolest raptor designs. But anyway, we've got all the really nice colour on the snout, and the eyes are painted really well on both sides. Makes a difference. Mouth can open and close. Nothing on the roof of the mouth but the tongue. And the teeth are painted nicely. Black quills, and they run down, well, the quills don't run down, but the black colouring runs down as stripes down the rest of the body. The head can go up and down, and also rotate around, rotato potato. The arms, no painted claws, that is the normal for Mattel now, but the arms can go, legs. The arms can go forward and backwards, but not out to the side. My version seems to have had an injury maybe my copy of the figure had a run-in with the Mutadons already. Coming next month. the Mutadons are coming next month, I assure you. I managed to find them. Legs can also go forward and backwards, and the tail has the pointless rotation. And here is the scan code for the Velociraptor. So yeah, very cool figure. The reason I say it's pretty much one that we've had before is because we've had the Rebirth Raptor, this colour scheme, so dark with the brightly coloured face. We've had this Raptor twice before. This one is ever so slightly different. I currently don't have access to my other ones to show you, but this one is ever so slightly different. We had that Raptor before with a human character, can't remember who it came with, and also it came with a vehicle. I never got the vehicle one because I don't have room for the vehicle. But oh well. Moving on. Ferrodraco, the new pterosaur species. This is a species I have heard of, but it's one, I guess you could say it's one that I've heard of in passing. So I don't know loads about this species, but it does look a bit like Walking with the Dinosaurs, Ornithochirus, and is it Ananguera? I don't know how you pronounce it. It looks a bit like those ones. But once again, with the wings, very nice colouring on the wings. You know, Mattel make their pterosaurs look super boring from the underneath, but they always make them look so nice and vibrant from above. Because I always love the colours that they give the wings. Well, with these green splotches, are they green or are they blue? I think they're like a dark green with these splotches. They look really nice. Oh, I just realised he's got twin tails. Unless it's meant to be like feathers, maybe? And it's like two lots of feathers. Like a swallow. Is it a swallow? Swallow or a swift? They have the forked tails. That looks pretty cool. Coming up to the head, the eyes are extremely small, but are painted really nicely on both sides. The beak and the teeth are all painted the same colour, so there's no colour on the roof of the mouth, but the tongue is nicely painted. We also have an articulated jaw, which on mine doesn't want to close all the way because of the teeth. The teeth do interlock, but they do also get in the way of each other closing. The head can rotate, and it does look like it can go up and down as well. It doesn't want to. It does have the joint, which means up and down movement. There we go. You can get some up and down as well, but you're mainly going to get the rotation. Wings can flap and also rotate around. And the feet, let me just move the wings up so you can see this better. So the legs can't move as well, but they are one piece, so they can't move individually. But yeah, it's a very cool species. I do like that that Mattel are giving unknown and weird species time in the spotlight with the figures. Oh, almost forgot. Scan code for the Ferrodraco. And now, oops. The final figure in the wave is the Spectrovenator. Snip. In a snippy. Oh, it fell out. So here we have the Spectrovenator. Now, this is another species that I am not too familiar with, but from the looks of it, it kind of looks like an early ankylosaur, or maybe an early stegosaur, because he's a spiky boy. He's definitely spiky. There we go. Let's put that tail. Let's put that tail correct. There we go. It's definitely a spiky boy. He's very spiky. It doesn't hurt to hold him, He's not like a bloody SH Monster Arts Godzilla where the spikes hurt. But he's definitely uncomfortable to hold. But he's cool. I like him. I'm going to have to look some stuff up about this guy because he looks very interesting. I do believe he's a herbivore. But, you know, I could be wrong because I don't know much about this guy. But he looks like a herbivore. He's got a beak. And little tiny teeth. But yeah. Very nice colouring once again. They've got the beak painted and he's got some nice eyeshadow on. And we've also got a lot of darker colouring on the tail. But apart from that, that is it. The mouth can open and close on it. He also has the jointage to move his neck up and down. There we go. So his head can move up and down as well. Arms can go forward and back. Legs can go forward and back. And the tail can rotate, as usual. It almost looked like the tail wouldn't rotate because if you look, the sculpt of the yellowy green part of the tail actually overlaps with the sculpt of the black part because they are separate pieces. So it kind of looked like it wouldn't rotate, but in this instance I'm glad it does because the tail was like that in the packaging. It needs to be like that. And there is the scan code for the Spectrovenator. There you go. So, very cool. I do really like this guy. This might actually be my favourite figure from this wave. This one. I was honestly most excited for the Ferrodraco because I love my pterosaurs. But the Spectrovenator has won me over for my favourite figure, even though it does not want to stand. There we go. So yeah, Spectrovenator has won me over for favourite figure. Raptor. We've got so many raptors, but now that they're giving us a new sculpt, you can't have too many raptors. And honestly, these ones, for those that repaint the figures, these rebirth raptors would be very good fodder for repainting into the Jurassic Park 3 male. And then maybe if you manage to sand off the quills, they would also be a good female. So, there we go. Definitely recommend these guys if you can find them. It is a very... To me, I would say it's a very solid wave of figures. But that's enough of that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!